Hey y'all, it's Geek, aka Allie. I am a social media commentator. No, I don't have any credentials. I'm just a yapper like you guys, just putting a label on it. Let's jump right into this video. So this video would have been out last night, but I needed to grieve with the fact that Shelly and Ace were no longer in the building. I feel like that was rigged. But I do want to talk about some really cute Olandria moments since producer's not showing us much. And I really do want to just talk about what episode 34 was all about for these two. So, as we guys know, episode 34 was about meeting the family and pretty much getting reassurance from your family members. So, Nick's mom and sister came, and Olandria's mother came, and I feel like this was exactly what both of them needed. You can tell that after the conversation that they had with both of their parents, that they were even more so locked in to continue to pursue their relationship or this coupling up since nobody wants to put a label on things nowadays, which is okay. They're definitely open to like exploring things even further outside the villa, which I feel like is a no-brainer. Of course they were going to. Like, there's no way that they would have just been like, oh, okay, we made it to second place or third place or first place. Let's wrap it up. Like, come on now. We know that wouldn't have happened. We know that we definitely would have seen, them continue to explore the relationship. I think it's really beautiful that reassurance actually really helped them. You can see Olandria so happy and relieved that everybody, like she states, everybody back home is like supporting her and like in this decision with like Nick and everything. And Nick's just, honestly, I think Nick's just happy that his mother even approves of Olandria. I think that he still would have pursued her even if his mother didn't. I'm not sure about Olandria just because I feel like she really, really, really cares about how her family and how her friends think. And that's like no hate towards Olandria. I'm just saying as a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman that grew up in a family to where she was already going to be seen as, where she's already seen as the older sister, because she is, and she's grown up to be like the strong, independent woman, that tends to come with, people pleasing to an extent of wanting to make sure that your mother and father and your parents and, your friends and family are proud of you. Can tell that right after that meeting, they just started to actively pour even more affection towards each other. And, it's just little snippets here and there. It's the way that they held each other's hands as soon as, the family were walking away. It's the way that you can tell that Olandria is, just so relaxed with Nick. She's just so happy. Her immediately going like, I'm visiting Florida because, Nick's mom invited her out to eat. It's just, everything was just so pretty. I loved seeing that affection between the two. And then moments just where, the potential dumping in Olandria and Nick got saved. Woo, by the way, love that. You can see Nick wink at her as if like to reassure her because she was nervous that they would be the one to be sent home. And then after they were approved to be within the final four, that cute little kiss that they gave each other, and the fact that Olandria out loud was like, I am so happy. And you can see the way that her eyes kind of shift from Nick to like in her lap or downwards, because that girl was just so relieved and giddy to still be there with Nick. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. My girl Olandria is very much becoming obsessed with Nick. Very much becoming obsessed with this man, okay? The way that she looks at him, the way that, let's talk about it, y'all. The way that she lets him lead conversations, like in the confessionals and when they're like, sitting there as a couple, or the fact that she'll just sit there very pretty on his lap, by the way, and he's just talking for them. It's honestly so cute. Look at this little expression. Look, that she is taking in his future. She is, oh my gosh, this girl is becoming obsessed with Nick just as much as Nick is becoming obsessed with her. And I really, this is the type of shit I live for, y'all. This is the type of shit that I live for. It's really cute because they narrate each other a lot. If you guys noticed the last few episodes, like if Nick says something, Olandria will repeat it. If like Olandria turns one way, and Nick's with her, Nick will like turn that way as well. They have like kind of like the same mannerisms, and it's honestly just so freaking funny, and it's so cute, y'all. Like this is what I'm talking about like this, like small moments like that, small little things like that makes me believe that they can absolutely last for quite some time outside the villa. I don't want to think far ahead and say that they won't last at all, especially considering that a lot of Love Island couples have you know didn't haven't lasted, the last few years. A lot of them actually have broken up this year, so I don't want to wish any ill will on these two because I really hope that they go far. What I do love as well about like these little confessional scenes in episode 34 between them two is that we will always know that they kissed. Like the end scene where they're just talking about how happy that, America sees them as worthy and yada yada. You can see how they're both a little dazed. They're both a little high off of each other's kiss. Like literally, if you guys were to pay attention to right now to like Nick's face right now, you can see there's a little bit of contour or like foundation on his nose, and he loves that shit. And his lips are swollen, specifically his bottom lip is swollen. So, and y'all know how Olandria gets down, okay? So they were absolutely eating each other up, and this is also what I mean by productions giving them the ghost edit. I really don't think the production wants to see them win at all, which is why at this point, I'm not expecting for them to be first place. I just want them to at least be third or second. But they complement each other so well. They really do. Like, I don't know. It's just something about the two that I am high-key obsessed with. And like I told y'all, Olandria, be safe, okay? That man, as soon as you will let him have you to the fullest, that man is not playing, okay? He is going to eat you, gobble you up, consume you. The fact that he even gets high off your fucking kisses, Olandria, oh, there's going to be a whole nother euphoric experience when you let him in between your legs. I can guarantee you guys that he'll last longer than 40 seconds. And I don't, and we'll probably never hear about like their sexual intimacy after the show, which honestly, y'all, it's quite literally none of our business. Why would we need to hear that? Exactly. So all we can do is just fantasize about these two, which is still interesting. Like, it's kind of weird when you think about it because like these are two human beings, but they gave us so much sexual tension, even just with their kisses, that you want to see more. You want to see more. But Nick is going to last longer than 40 seconds, okay? He does not play about Olandria. Like, even he said, he admitted, like, when somebody that he truly actually likes and wants to be with, he's going to last longer. He wants that genuine experience to be, like, a really good experience for both of them. Y'all, I'm just saying, Olandria better be ready. Olandria better be ready. Because just the way that Nick kisses her tells me that he wants to literally consume her. Yeah. This man, Wattpad style, gives me, no, don't hold back. No, I don't. No, I want to hear you. No, don't cover yourself up. Very much stay still. Very much, there you go. Very much take what you want. Very much take it. Let me stop. All right, y'all. That's all you're going to be getting from me today. I'm gonna let y'all have fun with those last 2 minutes of this little commentary. But yes, these two absolutely were just relieved, and I'm just so happy that they were relieved, and I'm so happy to see what this will bring when it comes down to their journey.